Exhibit A. We're far. Hello everyone and welcome to Drama TM, a place where you'll find takes so hot they could increase global warming. As promised, this is the first video I'm going to be making in a series about climate change, in response to the media caring more about billionaire feuds than they do about, imminent apocalypse scenarios. But first, please proceed with caution. Climate change stuff can be very scary, and I know I had a couple of anxiety attacks in the process of making this video. Part 1. Wacky weather. If you were to ask 3-year-old me what I thought about the weather, I probably would have said something along the lines of, the weather is a ballet dancer, of course. And what on earth does that mean? It means there are rules. Winter is cold and snowy, summer is hot and you get to go to a pool, and springtime makes your nose itchy. Sometimes the weather might miss a step because nobody's perfect and throw a blizzard at you in the middle of April, but that's about it. Well, if we run with the metaphor, the weather has left down school, popped a couple funny pills, and is now dancing to rave music. And being really dangerous in the process. Wait. Drama TM, how do you feel about the allegations of you trivializing the loss of lives of thousands of people? Definitely not what I'm trying to do. I'm just terrified, and humor is my coping mechanism. Next question. Do you have any proof of this so-called wacky weather? Boy, oh boy, do I. Let's start with the things on fire. Half of Australia, the ocean in Mexico, California, Spain, Turkey, Greece, British Columbia, Lebanon, Oregon, etc. Wildfires have been raging across the whole world, and if you listen to the news, every couple of months we're reaching new unprecedented. But maybe fire isn't your jam, so why don't we take a trip to Atlantis and talk about everything that's underwater, like Germany, Belfast, London, Taiwan, China, Spain again, India, Mexico, Italy, Trinidad and Tobago, North Korea, the US, and more. And since we're talking about water, ice sounds like a reasonable next step, right? Like, Arctic ice that is disappearing. Or, we can always talk about snow. Everyone likes snow, don't we? Except no, because I actually lived through the Filomena storm in Spain and it was bonkers. Every single road to Madrid was closed. There were no transports, even if you had to go to the hospital or that kind of thing. It was kind of impossible for days. Yeah, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so that was fun. Frozen yet? Let's heat things up with heat waves, like the ones in Western North America, Canada, the UK, Spain, again, North and South Africa, Siberia, France, Southern Europe in general, and more. This is only what I found in like an hour worth of research. And yes, by research I mean Google searching, obviously. All of these are only from 2020 and 2021. And all of these are only headlining news coming from places that are well monitored because the Western world finds them important. And even counting all the ones that I'm sure I've missed, and all the ones that will probably happen in the lapse of time between me filming this video and actually releasing this video, these are not even all of climate change related phenomena. Food and water shortages, weird illnesses, you name it. Not to talk about the effect of it all in the economy, which we will. What? One question, Dramatiam, how can you be sure these are all related to climate change? Furthermore, how can you be sure any of it is caused by human action? Look, climate change isn't a comic book villain. It isn't going to leave a graffiti with its name in the scene of the crime. It isn't going to make a manifesto claiming to be the author of all of this. What it is going to do is make them a lot more probable. Linking every single one of these phenomena to climate change is quite complicated. In fact, there are lots of scientists preoccupied exactly with that right now. And I'm not a scientist. Well, not one of those anyway. But this has never been about individual occurrences. This is about the pattern. When was the last time we had so many quote-unquote natural disasters everywhere? Just in the span of a couple of years, just everywhere. And I guess you could say We live in a rock flying through space. It's bound to do some crazy shit. Just don't sweat it. But that would be denying the tons and tons of evidence collected throughout the years. It is clear that human action affects the environment greatly. Look, if you have a tree and you cut it, you have one less tree, right? Nobody has a problem believing that, right? Well, that exact same logic is what translates into the bigger picture. You heard it here first. Actions have consequences. No. Video? Too long. No more patience. It'll have to wait until the next one. I hope you've enjoyed this video, although enjoying isn't the right word, probably, maybe, who knows. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know all of the things that I missed. Thanks a million to my lovely patrons. If you want to join them, my Patreon link will be down below with my other social media handles. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you all. Bye!